I was just watching Kat's new video. She's finally updated after about 9 months. And the first update that she has is about her life. And I found that interesting because one of the things that I was thinking about that we never really get to hear about from Kat that often is about her life. And, you know, is she still in recovery? Has she relapsed? Because I knew that, you know, she was very strong pro-recovery voice at points, and then there were a couple of videos where she admitted that she'd relapsed and lost a bunch of weight or whatever. And so, I guess I just found this update interesting or whatever. And, it made me want to update myself because in that video, she basically admits that she has she has periods of recovery where she feels strong and happier, and then she has periods when she basically just completely falls off the wagon, you know. And I was listening to that thinking, that sounds an awful damn lot like myself, really. I haven't wanted to update about the ED in a long time. It just made me very angry to even contemplate updating. I'm really sorry, guys. My nose is super itchy, I don't know why. Maybe I have, like, hair in my face? I don't know. Anyway. But, I don't know, just the idea of talking about it made me super mad. And there's no one there, okay, sorry. But for some reason today I can talk a little about it. So, I guess my mindset has changed a little, not for the better, really. Depending on what you consider better, because here's, you know, the facts. I have gained weight. I've gone up a pant size. I was very upset about that. And the first time I found out that I couldn't wear my old size anymore, I actually did shed a few real tears. I don't remember if I made a video about this, so if I told you already, I apologize for the repetition, but, you know, yesterday, I said, you know, look, I have to have some jeans. The old ones are uncomfortable, they make things bulge where they should not bulge. I need to get jeans that aren't going to make my upper half look bigger than it should. I've been watching a lot of What Not to Wear lately, and I really was thinking I should follow Stacey and Clinton's dictations, you know, dress the body you have, not the body you wish you had. You know, yes, I wish I was my old size again, but I'm not. Right now, I have to accept, this is my reality right now, that I am not that size. And maybe sometime soon I can work toward being that size again, but, you know, in the weeks or months before I get to that, I have to have something to wear that fits, that's comfortable. It's not going to make me feel like I weigh 1,000,000 pounds every time I put it on. So I said, tonight, I'm going to buy jeans. I am going to buy jeans. Fuck the numbers. I'll get the number just because I need the size that fits. And I don't care if it's a number that I don't like. It's going to fit, and that's what matters. I just decided that, you know, that was how I was going to think of it, because otherwise I'd never get through it. And so, I bought jeans. 3 pairs of jeans, actually, and a pair of workout pants, because I'm going to start going to the gym when I go to school. I have firmly decided this, whether or not my eating declines, increases, whether I eat more or less, even whether I purge, I don't even care. The gym, I'm making a mandatory thing, because I've got to get in shape. I'm very unfit, too much body fat in my opinion, and, you know, I think if I was to do a body fat test, I would probably come out with above average body fat, and, you know, that's an objective fact. That's not the ED talking, even. That's reality, you know. And so anyway, I'm going to work out. So I bought gym pants, I have to buy sneakers, and, you know, it was nice to buy pants that fit. And, you know, I guess I'm making this sound really simplistic, but the truth is that, like, the last little while, I have been really, really not pro-recovery at all. And I don't know even if I want recovery now. full recovery? What, like as Kat said, like what is, I don't even know what full recovery means. Like, does it mean you never have an ED thought? Does it mean you never have an ED behavior? Does it mean you pull in the reins after you have an ED behavior? Does it mean you have several but you recognize the pattern and you're able to stop it? Does it mean you have a few bad weeks and then you're finally able to figure out what's going on and stop it? Does it mean you have a few bad months? Does it mean things kind of cycle over and over, but you pull yourself out most times? Every time, whatever. How can you possibly define it? I don't know. I've never figured it out. And another thing that Kat and I have in common is that we don't have professionals. And that's another thing. People, once in a while they'll be like, oh, do you see your psychiatrist? What about, do you see your dietitian? It's like, for some reason, I've been very against the idea of professionals. I feel that, I felt that I'm not sick enough. I don't really have a disorder at times. But then, other times it's kind of like, I just really want to do this myself. And if I really feel that the support would help me, and I think that I might, actually slip very badly without the support, then yes, I will try it. But, I had a counselor at university for my winter semester, and I was seeing her a little bit during the summer, but every appointment started to make me so angry, and I didn't really understand why, but I guess the truth is that my rather independent nature just started flaring up. I started getting more assertive with what I wanted and what I thought I needed. And I kind of did a not so great thing. I was supposed to make a follow-up appointment about this career assessment thing, and I didn't phone pretty much to make that appointment. Because I said, I'll figure out the career stuff eventually on my own, but I just couldn't handle the thought of going back. I just thought that it was time for it to finish and for me to see what would happen if I didn't have it. And that seems to be kind of the theme with me lately. It's like pushing my limits in good ways and in bad ways, trying to find out what might work for me, what really doesn't work for me, what I can do, what I can't, how far things can be pushed, where they can go, stuff like that. And that, it sounds a little vague, I know. I'm not being very detailed here, but I think I'm running out of time anyway. It's probably 7 or 8 minutes already. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that, I don't know whether I'd call myself pro-recovery or sometimes I feel like I'm pro-ED, sometimes I really get in an awful mindset, and I just want to recede into the obsession and doing everything I can to be self-destructive, or, really, really super, I want weight loss, or anything, but I don't know, I can't even remember what I was just talking about. Oh, pro versus bad pro versus good pro, pretty much. I kind of flip-flop, really, and I'm tired of making apologies for it, really. I'm tired of people telling me that I'm not pro-recovery enough, or I'm not pro-ED enough, or I don't do enough for my own recovery, not having the professionals is a bad thing. Not that people really say that, but they're kind of like, well, maybe you should have one. I'm like, well, no, I kind of don't want one. And I feel bad, like I'm kind of being a bitch, but, it's just some choices that I think only I can really make. And other people might not agree with them, but it's my life, and I have to live it the way that I think will suit me the best. Whether that takes a more destructive bend or a more so-called positive bend. That's the question that really remains to be seen. So anyway, I'm gonna stop this now. I'm sure it's very long. It might be too long, and hopefully it's not. So I guess I will talk to you all later. Bye.